Grandpa's always said, take care of the customer and the customer will take care of you.
We bought our first tub grinder from Junior. And when we went to go pick it up, Junior himself was pressure washing the machine.
On the weekends, Vermeer Midwest was open, the salesman would be working, but Junior would hop in the semi-truck and he would go deliver equipment.
People would remember him for years past, like 20 years down the road. He hadn't seen Junior, but he remembered Junior. And that's what he did with people. My mom was kind of the rock that kind of held us all together. She played a big part of the business, especially in the family part of it.
We're celebrating our 55th anniversary currently, which started with the single store in Eureka, Illinois, and then we added different pieces to it over the years, which included Chesterfield, the Indiana stores, and Michigan as well.
We ended up with really 5 divisions. Is kind of how it ended. And then we were growing pretty quickly there for a while. We got to where each division was kind of doing different things. All of us began talking about, hey, should we consolidate? In 1998 is when we finished our consolidation of the business. Definitely we couldn't have grown as fast and the way we have without consolidating. Vermeer saw a huge amount of growth when the drills came.
We thought the directional drill was the greatest thing ever. We didn't understand how great it really was.
I thought maybe in Central Illinois we could sell 4 or 5 drills, maybe a year or something like that. Because every time we wanted to sell a drill, we had to demo for like 3 days and prove to them it was worthwhile. I'll never forget the first time a customer called us and said, hey, let's meet for lunch. And the guy says, hey, I want to buy a drill. We walked out and got in the truck and I said, man, this is going to get good. Now we started selling it without doing a demo.
It blows my mind. I look out, drive around, I see our equipment everywhere, and I see it doing some really neat things. It's incredible. It really is.
We've been doing business with Vermeer Midwest as long as I can remember. They've helped us develop our business over the years with learning what equipment to buy and then how to use it and how to market it. Anything from grinding a stump to making 50,000 yards of mulch. Part of our growth was because of mostly Junior. We were arborists, we weren't business people, and he was a businessman.
Mid-Am came along, which is a big show. Now it's evolved to Landscape Illinois, that organization, but a very, very big market for Junior and us alike. He wanted to have a tub grinder on display at Navy Pier. He couldn't get one from corporate, and he asked if we could use our machine there, and I said, of course we could, but we want to put our, he's like, absolutely, put your name on it. And that was a big growth development for both of us. I think that show turned out a lot of work for us in the grinding industry and also brought a lot of light to Kramer Tree Specialists.
What we've learned from Grandpa, Dad, uncles, cousins, all of that, we just learned the value of hard work and also the value of treating each other with respect.
Junior's commitment to customers was only surpassed by one thing, and that was his commitment to his employees. And in turn, they support you in helping take care of the customer. I think back and hear stories about the downturn in 2008, 2010, when business was slower and less people were buying equipment, less people were using our service shops. Junior took it upon himself to go out and buy used equipment, no matter what condition, just to bring back in our shop so that our mechanics had something to work on, and we ended up never laying anybody off during that time.
To me, the Vermeer Midwest brand means family. I think that our team members also kind of think that too, and it's probably cliche, but it's fun to be at the office. I'd say the most rewarding part about expanding the brand is that we get to give our team members more opportunities to grow themselves and within the business.
Since 2019, when I began, I would say we've just about doubled in size. But also, I would say the effort and attention to developing current leaders, but then also developing the bench strength for future leaders. We've put a tremendous amount of focus into this, and this is elevating and challenging team members at all levels to kind of rise amongst the ranks and really challenging them to think strategically for their departments on an organizational level.
We've had and have some really great employees. A lot of those guys and gals have started here kind of at the beginning and progressed their way up. And it's rewarding for me to see that growth.
Winning the Pinnacle Award for Vermeer Midwest is very important to us. What it does is it highlights the things that elevate the brand, keep the brand at the forefront, but ultimately being rewarded for the efforts that all of our employees put in to hit those benchmarks is what makes it special for us to enjoy.
You know, most of the awards are about volumes, about what you buy or what you do. The Pinnacle is more about, you know, what you do for a customer, how the customer perceives what you do for them. Things continue to change and customers change. What I feel good about is we went 20 years or 25 years winning Pinnacle Awards most of them years. That proves that the legacy is going forward, and I think we're still providing the same level of service to our customers. That's why the Pinnacle's the most important award, especially to me.
Continuous improvement and that movement, the second gen, I think that they really took that and ran with it, and it was really cool to see how impactful it's made all of us in our day-to-day. Taking care of the customer, making sure that we're staying lean and being as good as we ever can be, always sharing ideas, making each other better every day. That's the biggest thing that I think we want to take forward into the next generation.
You know, it's hard to forget what the previous generations have done in this business because our customers remind us, long tenured employees remind us, but it's more of a sense of pride in what they've contributed to this business and to this industry. I kind of feel like I've got some big shoes to fill because they've done such great things in the past.
I hope that we continue to grow. I hope that we continue to provide an opportunity for our employees to grow.
I hope the third generation continues on kind of like the way we did. It's not all about us. It's not about today. It's a continuation of the business. It's the next generation beyond them and giving them opportunities to continue it.